Stassi.
Yes.
Great to have you in Australia.
Thank you
so much for meeting with us.
Of course. It was so nice meeting y'all last night.
Oh, thank you. Obviously a massive fan of the show, massive fan of Lisa Vanderpump as well. I have to ask, what is it like working with her?
Exactly what you see on TV.
Okay.
Lisa literally is the same person on and off camera.
Yeah.
So you know what to expect if you watch the show.
Okay.
It's always the calm before the storm, one might say.
So I loved seeing the earlier seasons, so much fun. You're always drinking at work, getting into whatever shenanigans.
Yeah.
Is there a fine line between sort of pissing Lisa off and making really good TV at the same time? Because obviously you're still working.
There was.
Okay.
Yes. I do remember a lot of moments where, we are trying to make a good show.
Yeah.
So if we're all just behaving 24/7,
Doesn't work.
not going to get picked up.
Yeah.
But we also have to be professional, or we had to be professional because there are real customers. So
Yeah.
there was a fine line. That's why I would sneak my alcohol.
Okay. That actually leads me to my next question. Obviously the balance of making great TV, but also being yourself. In your recent podcast with your friend Taylor Strecker,
Yeah.
you mentioned that for those early episodes you would channel Blair Waldorf a little bit, which
Yeah.
I think is absolutely amazing. But I did notice that change in you from season 3 and 4 onwards. You're kind of like a different person.
It's kind of hard to keep it up as you're growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've always had a little bit of Blair Waldorf in me, or a lot of Blair Waldorf in me. She's one of my favorite TV characters in the history of the world. But, me at 22 isn't really the same as me at 29.
Yeah.
You can't really get away with that shit anymore.
Of course.
I've been smacked around too many times.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have to say, season 3, that would have been, I feel like, probably the biggest change for you. The tide turned quite a bit there. You're dealing with a breakup, betrayal from a best friend also. How did you deal with all of that, on TV as well?
Well, I left.
Okay, of course.
I left because it was that hard.
Yeah.
And that's what's so great about a reality show is that, there's so many reality shows out there right now. I mean, so much to the point that Hey You is making a streaming service just for reality shows. And what makes ours so successful is that we were friends from the beginning. We have such a long history.
Yeah.
So when things happen, it makes it that much more personal. So it was very hard to live it, to watch it, to the point where I had to quit for a while.
Yeah.
You're saying Tom
Just Britney.
and I'm saying all y'all can
I'm talking about Britney.
Why would I talk to you about this? You're not my friend! Calm down! What is going on?
So obviously showcasing your life on TV, that's a big deal. You've kind of gone through everything. You've been in a relationship with a cast member, you've been in a relationship with someone who didn't want to be on the show,
Yeah.
and then you've also been single. So what have the challenges been sort of
Yeah.
showing those different aspects of your life?
Oh my God. All of those are a challenge in and of itself. I mean, when you're single, if you're watching everyone be in couples and that sucks, and you start dating somebody new, and to ask them to share their life with everyone, that's a lot to ask of somebody. And then to have to date someone on and off for 4 years that wanted nothing to do about it, then I'm just constantly in trouble, with my producers.
Yeah.
And then to be on camera with someone you're in a relationship with, that's a whole other thing, because you're forced to address
Every
the
issue.
problems
Yeah.
in your relationship. You can't hide it.
You don't get it. You don't get it.
I don't get it.
No, you don't get it.
I'm also a really big fan of your podcast.
Thank you.
So my favorite episode ever that you did was when you interviewed Billy Lee,
Yes.
who's the transgender co-worker
Shout out to
at
Billy
SUR.
Lee. Yes.
What I just thought was so amazing about that was you're sort of giving a voice to the LGBTQI
Yes.
community.
And congratulations, Australia.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Yes.
you so much. So do you have any plans to do anything else like that in the future, or any kind of, any other, causes that you're really passionate about that you'd like to highlight with your podcast?
Besides the LGBTQ community, the other things I'm really interested, because I feel very passionately about that. The other things I'm interested in are really dog charities and things like that. And that's how I have so much respect for Lisa, because she's fighting the Yulin fight.
Yeah.
And I normally take my podcast week by week, but I'm always interested in exploring new things that I'm exposed to.
Okay. So I want to talk about last night. We all loved the dress you wore to the Hey You Vanderpump Rules
Thank
launch
you.
party. Where was that dress from?
It's Elliot.
Okay.
It's an Australian label. I
beautiful.
made sure to only bring Australian
Amazing.
labels. Yeah.
That's incredible. So what are some of your other favorites?
Sass and Bide, I love. This
great.
is Premonition. I love Finders Keepers. I'm discovering new ones all the time.
Amazing. Filming the reunions for Vanderpump Rules. That must just be...
It's the fucking worst.
Yeah, and they go for like 12 hours?
They go like all day long. We're like there from 7 in the morning to like 8 at night. It is the absolute worst. I always say it's the worst day out of the year.
Yeah.
Like once it's over, I just like count down to like the next one.
Yeah.
I loathe them.
All I remember is being like, did you just say it looked like Sia? And I'm like, they're fighting about Sia in the hallway. It was incredible.
What is Andy Cohen like in person?
He's not the problem.
Okay.
He's not the
Really?
problem at all. No, it's the fact that everyone's going in there, like with it's like I feel like a lot of people plan
Yeah.
for like months, dig up dirt on people. It's just all about taking people down. And my style of doing the reunion is I'm gonna sit back and just take whatever comes to me.
Okay.
But it gives me so much anxiety.
Yeah. So sort of going back to relationships a little bit. So obviously you were single for a while on the show, you rekindled a relationship. Do you have hesitations about sort of opening up with that moving forward and sort of what you let like about your life out?
No.
Okay.
It's my job to be open, and I actually like to live my life openly. I'm the type of person, I really don't like having secrets.
Yeah.
I don't like, knowing that someone has something on me. I like feeling light. Like I have no weight. And so, well, weight-wise, I guess, yeah, I like feeling light. But meaning, you know what I mean? Like it's a weight lifted when you know that they're like, well, everyone knows everything about me already. What are you going to try and do?
Yeah. So obviously you have a lot of experience with reality TV. You were on The Amazing Race when you were younger with your family.
Yeah.
On another show called Queen Bees.
We don't talk about that.
Would you ever do another one? Would you do anything with your family? Like obviously your mum's hilarious. Nikolai is crazy. Would you ever open up that part of your life? more so?
I've never thought about that. That would be fun.
Okay.
That would actually be really fun.
And would your family be open to that?
I think so.
Okay. See, that would be amazing. Like anything
My
like
little
you and
brother is the
Nikolai
best.
Is crazy.
He's the best.
Here's the biggie. You have your friends, but Patrick is actually alone right now, okay? He has no one helping him.
Wait, what?
I mean, I want to talk to him.
We touched on this a little bit before, but how does Vanderpump keep bringing the drama season after season? Because I always think every time there's just the next like crazy allegation or crazy scandal, every single time I'm like, this has to be fake, but it
Dude.
comes out and it's not.
I have the same mentality, not with the fakeness, but with like, how can anything get worse? Like, how can it get more dramatic? Like, how can someone fuck up more?
Yeah.
And it always happens. Legitimately, I think Jack's for that.
You stupid son of a bitch.
What?
You don't get to come home tonight, so
What'd I
say
do?
it is or yourself, Jax.
With sort of the persona you played, I guess more so at the start of the series, where clearly I think anyone who is that witty and is that funny is a very intelligent person, but I think sometimes the perceptions of people on reality TV could be sort of like vapid or not that bright. Has that ever worked against you, sort of who you're showing on TV, like in the industry?
Yeah, I mean, because there's a stigma that comes with reality TV shows, and I get it, but I know who I am and I know what I'm doing, so it doesn't really bother me. And I am a little vapid.
He's looking down on me right now.
It's because I told him about you. You put your back into it.
Lisa!
Oh my gosh, this is just like old times. I love it.
I'll see you later.
Let's go get drunk.
Mexico, put your hands up!
I'm not putting this in my body. Yes, I am.
No.
I think she's hate me. Hate? It's a horrible feeling. No, it's great.
You're disgusting.